I don't know, man. It's starting to feel like the start of the legendary series. Y'all put y'all behind the scenes with me. It's gonna be a lot of just me working right now, but this feels like the start of a legendary series. I don't know, man. I'm building the SOP right now. This is the SOP for. I share my screen a little bit just to kind of show you the task management. We make documents for SOP. So if you got the task, you got the task list right here. But then if you want to read the SOP that'll get in it, like if this is your task, if you want to read the SOP, it's right here. We store it right in here. So this is an old one. And what I'm doing is I'm making, this is for the engineers. I'm gonna refurbish that one and get that right. But what I'm doing now is I'm making one for collaborate on the real. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, it's content. More content, more content, more content. Let's check it out. So like I said, I'm doing the SOP for the project manager. It looks like this. For the project manager, that was the SOP for the junior engineer, but this is the project manager. Next step is going over the consultation submitted stage and checking and Trello for Cowboy Express. All right, let me pull this up. Right here. Next step is going over the consultation, going over to I'll just read over this consultation submitted stage and checking and Trello for Cowboy Express to see if the design has been accepted. You the team, you will learn how to do this in training. Once you look into the Trello or CowboyyVVS Express and the design is accepted, don't hesitate to call RK, the project manager at the factory. We move the client. Once you look in Trello and the design is accepted, we move the client over in the pipeline to design accepted. Now that the design is in design accepted phase, we have to wait for it to be done. But there should be So once you have once you have once you have all the leads, once we have all the leads whose designs that we finished, take action. Once you have all the leads who design that we finished, now we want to take this, design and add it into, we want to take this design from shit. I fucked that up. From this design to this design. That so I can remember. We'll take this design from Arcade, add it in the CowboyyVVS Express app. Then we want to take action in doing that proposal. Put you learn as a training. take action. Doing that proposal. We're gonna have to do the proposal and training. All right. After you finish the proposal, Here's what we asked. Okay, so yeah, here's what we asked. Everybody inside the production pipeline. Anyone inside the production. Nigga, let's get it. Nigga, let's get it. All right. So there's a pipeline stay built on this. Okay. Okay, I think I can manage to say that properly. Once. Talk to me.
Yo, I'm running a little bit behind because
All right. Did we for the stream? Did you want to donate some of your clothes tonight too, or you not? Like you'll do that another time, or what you was thinking?
yeah, I'm gonna grab some chips and get to some guys like some shoes, some shit I ain't used to no more, like just some light shit, but I really would have to just go through all my shit to really like these. I wanted to take a damn shower, but I don't know. Dixie got to pay the damn water bill. Yeah, it was money, so BO bill can't take some damn shower.
Yeah, shit. You already know. Over here is good, so you already know.
You might put mine come over there and take you up on
Yeah.
that off or at least feel while me and you gone. Cream B might take a shower.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it's for over here. Shit, I got just bring towels and shit. You know, it's nothing but I'm a nigga. I stay by myself, so yeah, I just clean up in that bitch. My what about the camera person? The camera person no deal or
Nah, he on the way. He on the way. He may get there a little bit earlier than me. He might get there a little bit earlier than me.
all right,
I'm
bet.
here. I'm right here by my house grabbing some gas. Cause I don't have nothing. I don't have a proper gas. I'm coming straight your way.
All right, bet. Let's get it.
And I'm gonna bring some trees.
Treason. All right.
Oh,
Bet.
matter of fact, look, Bill had gave me
Mm-hmm. That's all they need. Uh-huh. Shit. Nigga, let's get it. Yeah. You know, I'm on. All right. Okay. Once the client gets to gearing up for shipping, once the client gets to once the client gets to the shipping phase of the pipeline, once the client gets to the shipping phase of the pipeline, we will make sure that that client is paid in full and we will make sure we'll make sure paid in full. We'll make sure the client is paid. Once the client gets to the ship. Correct. Okay, the correct address is on file. The correct address is on file. Once the client gets to the shipping phase of the pipeline, we will make sure that the address is paid in full, the client is paid in full, and we will make sure that the correct address is on file. Looking at the client's payment history. All right, once the client gets the shipping phase of the pipeline, we will make sure that the client is paid in full. We will make sure that the correct address is on file by looking at the client's payment history inside the CRM or inside Cowboy Express. I don't know where that word labor came from. Okay, once the client gets to the shipping phase of the pipeline, we will make sure that the client is paid in full. And we'll make sure that the client's address is on file. I'm looking at and then calling or texting the client to confirm the address. Confirm the address. Once that is done, we ship, and once they receive it, once that's done, we ship. Then we ship, and then we ship, and then ship something train. I'm just put train. I just know that's something I'm gonna pinpoint in the video or in the thing while I'm talking to it. Once we're done, once that is done, we ship. Yeah, so like you're gonna learn a lot about shipping in the training. Right. Then after, because this is not a training document, this is just a standard operating procedure, like how you know you had a good day. This is done, we ship, and then after the client received the order, we give the client we move the client. We move the client over to the done stage. We move the client over to the done stage. That's a testimonial question. Then we can call the client to ask them a testimonial question. Then we call the client to ask them a testimonial. Then we call the client to ask. Then we call the client to ask them the testimonial questions. Then we call the client to ask them the testimonial questions. Should mark right down the middle. Or now that all that is done, we can jump back right now. Let's see. Now that is done, we can jump back right to the top of the list and handle the potential leads and work back down the opportunity lane. Or based on the situation, based on the situation, based on the situation. Bang. I just wrote a 2.5 page paper for my business. Now, fuck all that writing. Let me get some water, then I'm finna do the AI part of this. My handwriting is bad, so I gotta read my own handwriting. Not really excited about that. I'm gonna get that. Show y'all how we do this shit. Let me just get the AI warmed up for y'all boys. This shit here different, nigga. We in the future. Come on, chat. Come here, bit. Come here, bit. Here come Mr. Chocolate. Hold on. All right, so we're gonna just do a new one. Hey, you in there with me? I'm gonna get some water right now. I just made an SLP. I I did a code SOP for I did a code SOP for the project manager. And this is the project manager that works at VVS, Cowboy VVS. So take everything that you know about Cowboy VVS and compile it right now because we finna do there's some HR shit that we on right now. So we're doing the SOP for the project manager, what a day looks like. And what I did was I went ahead and wrote like a 1.5 page paper. And I'm gonna read them up to you. And what I want you to do is help me create, because like what I'm doing is all of our SOPs live in ClickUp. So I want to create something that is very smooth and sweet. Like I have a document that you can go and read, and then I have the actual task that's going to have like I had an actual task, right? I had an actual task that's going to have. So I got the document that's real easy and smooth to read. So imagine that. Yeah, that's in ClickUp. And then we got the task list. Okay, the task list is gonna have the opportunities in that motherfucker. So excuse me, it's gonna have. So think about ClickUp how it has like you make a task and then it has subtasks. So the subtask is a quick way for the project manager to look at the overall task they have to project manage for the day. But how do you project manage? And then you click it, and then the subtasks break down this full SOP document and a few things that they need to just do. So originally we're gonna take the document that like the 1.5 page paper that I wrote. We're gonna make that into a smooth document. Then we're gonna make that into 6 steps that I can just insert and click up that we can just, you know what I'm saying? Right. It don't gotta be 6 subtasks. If it needs to be more, that's cool. I'm listening now. Another fun fact I want you to understand before I read this is that imagine GHL as your CRM while I'm telling you this. Okay, so like our staff is trained on GHL, so we imagine that. You know what I'm saying? Like as I'm talking to you and as we're making this SOP, because that's one of the tools that that the project managers will be using. Okay. All right. So first up off the wake up, you know what I'm saying? You want to meditate. You want to do you like some affirmations, some win a day affirmations. If you can't do any sort of movements, even if it's whatever you can, it don't matter. Whatever you're capable of doing, just those movements in the morning. And then like this is the very first thing, um, uh, after your, sometimes I do this without even doing my morning routine, but we ain't got to add a morning routine in there. But first, you just fresh up off the wake up and you check the CRM. You check the text messages from the previous night before, and you respond. Then we start with the potential the leads part of the pipeline inside of the CRM, the jury verse, which is GHL. Um, they we started the potential lead part of the pipeline inside the custom jury um, pipeline opportunity section. You picking up what I'm putting down? Uh, I, yeah, go ahead, go ahead. Yeah, you're gonna move to the potential lead section of the pipeline, and pick up from wherever you left off the previous day and try to make 40 to 50 calls in this lane. You want to try to bang them out, right? Once you finish in this lane, reaching out to the people slash leads, inviting them to the free webinar. Um, Once you reach out to this, then you want to reach out to the people who you want to go to the next step in the next stage in the pipeline, and you want to reach out to the people who have interacted with us. That's the name of the stage. The people who interacted with us. Yeah. Hold on, wait. And you want to invite them to the webinar. I want to try to read as much as I can, and then we invite them to a free webinar. Yep, phone script will be linked and clicked up so people can get to it easily if they're trying to go through this. After we have reached out to everyone that has initially interacted with us and about 40 to 50 potential leads, now we can go into the consultation book section in the custom jewelry pipeline, same pipeline, and we just go to the next stage over, and we can check to see if anyone from the day before who has, hold on, let me read this out. Let me make sure I'm getting this right. After we have reached out to everyone that has initially interacted with us, and we made about 40 to 50 calls, initially interacted with us, and about 40 to 50 potential leads. Yeah, we called about 40 to 50 people. Now we can go into the consultation book section. Let me just look at the CRM to follow this too. Now we can go into the consultation book section inside the custom CRM pipeline, and we can check to see if anyone. So consultation book, yeah. Now we can go to the consultation book section inside the custom jewelry pipeline and check to see if anyone from the day before has missed any calls. Okay, and miss any calls, the web calls. If they have, then we move them over to miss consultation call in the pipeline. So the next thing we do after the thing that I just mentioned is we come over to consultation book and we look to see if anybody from the previous day missed any calls, and then we move them over in the pipeline to miss consultation call. Okay, so we move them over to miss consultation call. Now that we have our leads in the miss consultation call stage, now we want to make about 20 and 30 more calls to the people who have missed consultations to get them back on the free webinar call. So we're just walking down the pipeline, if you will, right? Yep. Yep. Let me finish. I know you want to talk. Hey, it's okay. The Miss consultation call. Let me gather what I'm at. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The next step is going over to the consultation submitted stage, which is right next to Miss Consultation. Consultation submitted stage, and checking in Trello or CowboyyVVS to see if the design has been accepted. You will learn how to do this in training. So in training, you will learn how to see if the design has been accepted. I'm thinking of multiple ways that you can do it. One of the ways is calling RK, but that's I'm recording this video to ChatGPT. But once you okay, so if the design has been accepted, you will learn how to do this in training. Once you look in Trello or CowboyyVVS and the design has been accepted, don't hesitate to call RK. We move the client over in the pipeline to design accepted. Boom. We move them over to design accepted. All right. So now that the design is accepted, we have to wait for it to be done. All right, but there should be some leads from the previous day whose design should be done, and you want to move anyone whose design that has been finished over to design is finished. So it might be some people in this lane that we still wait on the design to be finished, but it might be 2 or 3 people in this lane that need to move over. So we move them over till design is finished. Okay, and then let me see. Once you have all the leads whose design that we finished, let me see. Once you have all the leads with designs that we finished, now we want to take this design from RK and add it into the CowboyyVVS app. So now that now the design has been accepted, now that it's finished, we want to take it and add it into the CowboyyVVS app. Then we want to take action on doing the proposal. There will be extensive training on how to do proposals in the app. Okay. Hold on, chat. All right. Okay, so after the proposals, we send the proposal message. All of that you learn in training. We are now trying to get them booked to make the first payment. We will begin calling the leads whose design is finished but have not booked. Once we're now calling the leads. We're now calling the leads. Hold on. Hold on, chat. So I'm saying after the proposal, we send the proposal message that you know how to do that in training. And we are now trying to get them booked to make the first payment. So we're now trying, after the design is finished, we're calling, okay, so now after the design is finished, we're now trying to get them to make their first payment. So we begin calling the leads whose design is finished. They're in the design finish line, but they have not booked. Once we clear that list or call about 10 to 20 people on that list, we do the same for the people who missed the design payment call, which is 2 stages down. So you got the design is finished stage, and then if they book, they go to design review payment session is booked. So they go design finished, then book. And then if they miss that, then they go to miss design. They go to the next stage, which is miss design payment stage. And those are the people who we're calling to remind them, hey, you missed your payment call. Let's go ahead and get you booked again. Okay. So, all right. So let's keep going. After the proposals, okay, we are looking to get them booked on a design payment call so that way we can make the first payment. Now, the next step is looking inside the production part of the pipeline and making sure that the people who have actually paid are receiving proper production text messages by sliding them over in the pipeline to the next stage. We get the production information from RK at the main factory. Here is where we here's where you'll see here's where you'll see the project manager back and forth on the phone with the other project manager RK at the main factory. to send over any production pictures or any videos, and we communicate with any clients depending on what step they are on. We also keep the clients scheduled to meet based on the dates in their invoice. Um, Says paid anyone inside the production pipeline. So hold on. Says paid so anyone inside the production pipeline is booked in the design pay. Um, Basically, what I'm trying to say is that I can't read my own handwriting here. We also keep the client scheduled uh, with us based on what dates are on the invoice, and uh, this is to keep them on the payment calendar, on keep them on track if they decide to turn off the auto pay that we have set up. So if they call in and be like, "Hey, I don't want to do auto pay," then we will keep them uh, booked on the design payment call as they're in step one, step two, step three. Like they need to make a payment, we'll keep them on track with the payments. Once the client gets to the shipping phase of the pipeline, we will make sure that the client is paid in full, and we will make sure that the correct address is on file by looking at the client's payment history and inside the CRM or inside Cowboy Express, and calling or texting the client to confirm the address. Once the client is done, we ship. You'll learn about shipping, all about shipping and training. And then after the client receives the order, we move the client over to the done stage. Then we call the client to ask them the testimonial questions, and we wrap that order up. Now that all of this is done, we can jump back right to the top of the list, and we handle the potential leads, and we work back down the lane, or we work back down the lane in the order that I just mentioned. When you get really good at this, you can jump to different sections of the pipeline and handle different things based on the situation. But this is how you know if you had a good day at CowboyyVVS as a project manager. Go ahead and draft me up some what I told you we need. Let's get it. Line that shit up. All right. I'll go so we'll get so we can walk the garage to Okay, okay. All right, we're gonna. I'm gonna see what. I'm gonna see how far he is, and we're gonna call you in a second. All right. Hold on, chat. I think we got what we need here. I'm gonna cut you off. Let's see. Okay, give me a second. What she saying? Yeah, here we go. Lead webinar consultation, design proposal, payment, production, shipping, testimony, and done. Yeah, that was good. What's the 6 steps? Click the daddy task. Overnight communication, work, yeah, work, potential leads, yeah, review, yeah, design, send proposals, yeah, work, payment cards, yeah, manage production, review payment calendar, yeah, review shipping orders, yeah, close delivery orders, look back to the top, yeah, go back to, yeah, always, yeah. Hour long training, let us get it.